And today, this is a great sign that a high school is coming into the back of the yards. Between the churches and the schools and the high school is the core value of a community. And how you cherish and how you depend upon education is the key. With all the things that I gave to a child in the city as mayor, if I give them a good quality education, they have the independence for life. If they don't give them an education, they fall through the cracks. We know that. It doesn't require a PhD to figure that out. You don't have an education, you're not going many places in America, or in the world, I should say. You're not going many places. What job are you going to have? What job can you have? You cannot read. You cannot count. You cannot speak. I mean, what job? I don't know what job you're going to have. And people have to say that, but everybody's afraid to say that because you have to be politically correct to people, see? You have to be politically correct. You're afraid. And here, the whole key is about education. Those who have education will succeed, and those who don't have education will not succeed. And that's across the world, not just in America, it's across the world. And that is the function of society, is how well we educate our children. The school will be open in 2013 in the fall. This new school is designed to serve 1,200 students, expected to alleviate some of the overcrowding. Most important, give a local school identity into the back of the yards. It's part of the modern schools across Chicago. All this money is from local taxpayers. We get no money from the federal or state government. Remember that. We get nothing. It's only from the Chicago taxpayers of the city of Chicago. We made that the highest priority to build and remodel schools here in the city of Chicago. And so what are the priorities of your federal government? That's what you have to ask. Ask your congressman. Find out what are the priorities. Find out from Governor Quinn what are the priorities of state government. They don't give us money for infrastructure. What can they give then? And infrastructure is the key. People have to see modern schools. And the state of the art is a 3-story, 200 square foot facility, and it features a learning environment for children. 26 standard academic classrooms. The school will feature science, computer labs, visual arts, performing arts classroom, a gymnasium, a swimming pool, kitchen, dining facilities, library, media resource center, high-tech computer network, and design that we can use it on weekends. Usually schools, you can't use it on weekends. This thing, they'll be able to partition off that the things for the community, the library, the gym, the pool, and everything, meeting rooms will be used for the library, because our kids can only go to school 6 hours a day, and that's the sad thing. Yeah, only 6 hours a day, and we build this beautiful school. They can only be here. In some way, they have to go back into the community, and that's what you have to figure out as a community. Why can't children stay in school longer? Why not? Why not? That's what you have to ask everybody. Why not? The resource that we put in the schools, they should spend an enormous amount of time. Why? Parents are working. Parents are working. And why can't they spend more time in school? We have the shortest hours in America for a classroom time for any society, and that is unfortunate. But we have to have more of our children spending more of our time. And most importantly, it's a neighborhood school. This is for the neighborhood, first and foremost. I think that is very, very, very important. As we pointed out, in the whole education system that we're trying to improve, it's up to the parents. Teachers can only do so much. It would truly be up to parents in the community to say that we have a culture of learning in our family, in our block, in our community. Like anything else, gangs and drugs deter a lot of children, but it really comes from the family. It does, some way it comes from the family. It doesn't come from someplace outside, and we have to figure that out. It is unfortunate that we have too many young children involved in gangs and drugs, and they're all savable. Don't think that you cannot save these kids. Don't ever believe that, because they're only 11, 12, 13 years old. Now think of yourself when you're 11, 12, 13 years old, or 14 or 15 or 16 and 17. You have to think of your age, and why can someone say, well, we can't save these children? And there are a lot of people out here in the backyard saving a lot of children. And I personally want to thank them. They're kind of the heroes of our society. Many times they go unrecognized, but I personally want to thank them for their great commitment. The 12th Ward has always been a community community of immigrants, our past, our present, and the future. And there'll be all new immigrants in the next 20 years, completely different from the community maybe you see today. And that's what we always understand. And that's why there are 12 schools in the 12th Ward. We constructed many new schools. I'm very proud of that. Proud of the construction of new schools. I'm proud of all the tax increment financing of over $34 million in the ward for economic development infrastructure, because I knew this is part and parcel of the great history of the city of Chicago. Also, expansion of businesses. Wheatland Tube at 2300 West 47th Street. Allowing business to expand, and business are going to come in industrial corridors. Industrial and technology corridors are very important because people want to be located closer and closer to downtown, and that's what you're seeing continually. The whole idea, soccer is the #1 sport in the world. We think it's baseball or football. It is not. It is soccer. And so, of course, the new facility at 3900 South Ashland, that wonderful facility, the back of the Arts Library in 1998, the shopping mall, all those things go in. And also the wonderful commitment that we made from the Department of Children and Family Services. Social services are greatly needed for people in need, children, families, and seniors. And we have to remember that. You have to have a soul in government. It just can't be all hard infrastructure. It has to be the soul. And the only way we can provide the money and the only way the soul is rebuilt is not ever by government. It has to be by families, and it has to be by those who are pastoring in communities. Government just can't do that, and they've never done that before. So we're very proud of all the new homes for Chicago. We're proud of the Father Flanagan facility, and we're going to put one up just south of here and more east, and really build a wonderful facility for young people here in our community. We can do it right here in Chicago. We don't have to send them far away. And the idea of rebuilding children's lives at earlier ages so they can go on and become productive citizens. Family situations, if something may arise, we cannot say we've forgotten them. And to me, that's going to be a great contribution to our city. The senior suites at 4800 Southwestern. Seniors, and more facilities you build for seniors in the community so they feel part of the community. They're not isolated. They're not thrown in a community that they don't participate in the church, the social activities. I think it's a wrong thing. I think all the seniors who want to live in housing in a community, and you can build new housing, have to be attached to the churches and the communities. They cannot be isolated, and that is one thing we have accomplished more and more, to look at the bold plan for transformation of public housing, and contains a lot of people that need help throughout the city, and that's what we try to do. And we try to have them become good citizens, rebuilding their lives. They have a responsibility. They're not just ones who discarded, but we think we have to do a much better job in America. Chicago Park District, Davis Park has been a great park. Boxing, basketball, football, soccer, all the things that go in to make a park, and young people. It's been always an active park and a great park in the history of the city of Chicago. On the north end, the Douglas Park, we've done a tremendous job in rebuilding Douglas Park, which is really important for us. All of our parks are important, and you know that. People have to participate in the park system, and they do. Hispanic community loves their parks, participates in any park in the city of Chicago and in any neighborhood. They will say, if you don't want to use it, we're going to use it, and that's what they do. I drive all over the city on Saturdays, and I see them all over early in the morning. Families out there, and their parents are out there, mostly in soccer, and they love it. And that shows you they cherish their children. They're working hard, but one thing they'll do on a weekend, they're going to get set time on behalf of their children. The whole old corridor, western corridor, Ogden, Stevenson, Pilsen, Stockyards, you need industrialization. You need jobs, and jobs only come through manufacturing. And we can have manufacturing in America. America has to be positive about where we were in the past and what we can be in the future. Manufacturing is going to come back because you need water. Most countries in the world don't have water. We have water, excess water. But you have to be environmentally friendly and using water at the beginning and the end. And that's why manufacturing is coming back, and I see it continually. The biggest investors coming abroad are all Chinese. Why? They want to invest. They don't want to buy anything up. They want to invest in America and put people back to work. So let's realize that. They have the money. They want to invest. Let's let them invest. And one thing they want to do, they want to invest continually in the city of Chicago, and that's what we're opening our arms. CTA, the orange line, the pink line, we have so many different lines that they're all being reconstructed, rebuilt. by good tradesmen all over the city. So we see that continually in a better transportation system because of environment, because of gas prices. You know that gas prices go up. It affects anybody going to work, to and from work, and you hear that continually all over the national media. And that's one thing we've had. I want to thank all the parent patrols of all the different schools, parents who give their time and effort. And these are examples that media could talk about, all the parent patrol people that have done a tremendous job here in our city of Chicago. And how do you deal? You have to deal with parents, and you have to deal with their children. The children have to be active. They can't, after school so early, what do? They do their homework? Do they go to a library? Or do they go to a church? Do they have to do something? They cannot be left alone. And I think that is very important. And cameras are important for the police department. It solves more crime than anyone else. You take a picture of someone, you never have to worry about rounding up the usual suspects. You ever hear that word? Usual suspects? Everybody knows who they are, so they round them up. This way, a camera identifies the individual, immediately solves a crime. I want to thank the 12th Ward for their great contribution to our city, especially all of you who are here that really are active citizens here in the back of the yards in the 12th Ward. I want to thank you for having me to be your mayor for 22 years. It was a great honor. I respected all of you. All different opinions, all different ideas come forward. It doesn't matter where they come from. It's people like yourself who truly love their community, with all the sometimes challenges you may see, but they truly love their fellow citizens, and they want to make a difference here in the back of the yards in 12th Ward. And so I say to you, thank you for helping our city. Thank you for preparing another generation of young men and women that will make our city and our country and the world a better world. I think that is very, very important. I miss Father Bruce. He's one of my great heroes in society. He's one who has the mission with other priests out here that, to me, have done a tremendous job. They don't have to do this. They can say it's someone's other job. And to me, people like Father Bruce and others, and all the scholarship and all the people that work so hard to really instill in young people that we have confidence in you, we love you, and you're going to do a great job. Thank you on behalf of Maggie and myself and my entire family. Thank you very much.